Welcome to another EmpowerFit workout. Today we have got a 12-minute upper body toning program. Now the way the workout will roll is we're going to go for 2 rounds of 6 different exercises. We're going to work for 45 seconds and rest for 15 seconds. The first exercise is going to be the push-up. Then we're going to go to a tripod row. Then we're going to go to a floor press. That's going to be followed by another tripod row. Then we're going to go for an incline push-up and finishing with a dumbbell pull through into row. So we're going to be alternating upper body push with upper body pull exercises. As I say, you're going to be done and dusted in 12 minutes. All you'll need is a set of dumbbells and a bench or a box, something that you can anchor yourself on for these tripod rows. So with that in mind, get yourself ready and let's get into it in the next 10 seconds. All right, so we're going to start with push-ups. All right, so with the push-ups, you can go off the knees, you can go off the feet. It doesn't really matter. The key to this one is to find a rhythm that you can try and move through for the full 45 seconds. Now you may find, you may start off the knees and then have to start off the feet and then go to the knees. That's completely okay as long as you're moving. But I want you trying to keep your back nice and straight. We want to avoid any snaking movements. If you feel yourself snaking, try and drop back a level. Just ensure that you're back at a level in which you're able to keep that spine in a nice straight position. Right, so that's our first upper body press. Now we've just gone for the 45 seconds. There's not a lot of time in between, but 45 seconds is a really good magical number, and I won't bore you with the details of it now, other than to say try and move for as long as possible. All right, so with the tripod row, you've got that back nice and straight, and the movement has to initiate from in between the shoulder blades. So you squeeze the shoulder back and down, and then the arm finishes the movement. So shoulders back and down, squeeze it together, and as you're doing this one, I'm okay with a bit of a twist at the top. Get that bit of thoracic rotation, that's completely okay. The key to this one is squeezing your shoulder blades together. All right, now we're down to the floor. We're going to be going for floor presses. So as we do these ones, the floor presses, what you want to do, get yourself set up. If you've got some heavy weights, you can pop them up onto the hips and do a bit of a glute bridge to get into that position. But otherwise, smooth down, fast up. Keep your shoulder blades pulled back and down as you're doing this one. We want to avoid the temptation to really shrug up tall on this one. We need to make our neck as tall as possible. Again, we just want to try and move. If you've got a weight that's a little bit much for the full 45, just have a little bit of a break, a little bit of a 3, 2, 1, and then back in. All right, we're back to our tripod rows. Right, so same deal again. This time we're on the other side. So the general rule of thumb, if you've been doing this for a little while, we like to start on the non-dominant side and then just match our efforts on the dominant side. So only go as many reps on the dominant side as what your non-dominant side can manage. Again, this is through the muscles that are working in underneath the shoulder blades. That's the focus area on this one. Really try and make that connection, that mind-muscle connection. Squeeze the shoulder blades together. Keep your back nice and straight. All right. Now we're getting to an incline push-up. So an incline push-up, your feet are down low, your hands are up high. This is just working a different aspect of the chest. All right, so As a general rule of thumb, the higher the box, the tougher it is. The easier it is. Getting it round the wrong way. But again, try and keep that smooth descent. Keep your neck nice and tall. And if you need to shake it off, have a little break, that's fine. We just want to keep trying to find that rhythm that's going to allow you to move for as much of that 45-second block as possible. Lots of little breaks. Now this one, it's a little bit tougher to scale back, but if need be, what you can do is go up against the wall, something a little bit higher again. All right, so now we're going to get into our plank pull-throughs into a row. So from this end, your dumbbell starts outside of one hand, place it down, and you've got to reach through, squeeze the shoulder blades together. Reach through. So there's a bit of core work in this one, but I want you to really think about what the shoulder blades are doing. Let that be the focal area. Just really feel those shoulder blades squeeze together as you pull that dumbbell up off the ground, up towards the ribs. And again, a little bit of rotation is fine. All right, one round done, one round to go. So we're back to our push-ups. Now again, you might be a little bit cooked, so don't be afraid to scale it right off the get-go. Our job is to be moving. We just want to keep it moving, keep it steady. And as I say, if the wheels fall off, things get a little bit hard. So what do wheels falling off look like? Often when we see the push-ups, rather than the elbows going out in that 45, the shoulders keeping back and down, we start lurching out, the elbows riding out. If you feel that technique starting to disappear, slow it down. There's plenty of upper body pressing work in this session, whether it's the floor press, whether it's the incline push-up, or the conventional push-up. All right, back to our tripod row, non-dominant side. So as you can see, there's really not much wasting time. Why I love these style of sessions is that you're really not wasting any time at all. Every time's productive. If you're not doing a pushing exercise, you're doing a pulling exercise. And while that pushing exercise is working, the pulling muscle groups, they're recovering, and vice versa. And then the only other piece of the puzzle is your transitions. And that's just time to move through and get set up. But we want to aim to use as much of that 45 seconds as possible. Righty, floor press time. We're on the home straight. We've got 2 upper body pushes, 2 upper body pulls to go. So just keep it alive, keep it moving. The whole key with this one is just to try and keep that steady rhythm. Smooth on the way down, fast on the way up. Don't let the elbows rest all the way down. It's just a light tap and then straight back up. Keep pulling those shoulder blades back and down. What do we got? We've got about 10 seconds to go. All right, let's keep it alive. Should be getting a little bit sticky now, if it wasn't already. And relax down. Back to our tripod row, dominant side. Ooh. Second last one on the upper body pull. Like I say, just squeeze those shoulder blades together. You don't need a long time to really get an effective session. Squeeze those shoulder blades together. Keep your back straight. Let the movement initiate with that shoulder blade retracting. Pulling back and down. Aside from the subscapular muscle groups, aside from those, we also want a good amount of lat, a good amount of bicep in this. All right, shake it off. 2 exercises to go. So we're getting into our incline push-up. Again, break it up as you need. So a little strategy I recommend going with, especially push-ups, is always stop with at least 1 to 2 reps up the sleeve. So you want to avoid, unless you're in the absolute final round, such as this, and you're going for broke, you want to avoid maxing out. Always keep 1 rep up the sleeve, like you could do 1 more. All right, so with 15 seconds to go, try and hang in there now. Pour out as many reps as you can. We've got about 5 seconds. All right, plank, pull throughs, and we are done. Keep that midline locked in. Let this come from the shoulder blades. Now, probably a bit of an unappreciated element of this is certainly, while it's a core exercise, we're feeling it in the core, and the primary players in this game are the upper body pulling muscle groups, but there's a lot of isometric work as well in the upper body pushing, just holding yourself there in that plank. Because not only are you holding yourself here in the plank, you're also holding the weight of the dumbbell. You're holding your entire body weight through that push-up with 1 arm, coupled with a dumbbell. So just keep it there, and 12 short minutes, good amount of dew on the brow, but yeah, you should really feel a little bit of upper body blood flow, a little bit of fatigue. That's what we're after. As always, hit your cool down. Great job, and we'll catch you later in the week.